Moxley and Styles clinic. Balor's gonna run him down.
The main event of Ungovernable will be Braun, I hate to inform you, but you are not allowed in the arena tonight.
What do you mean, since when?
Well, last week you burst into Triple H's office demanding to beat up Naito, which means I'm now on probation as commissioner. I can't afford any more screw-ups, or I'm gone. Triple H is getting rid of me. And because tonight's main event is John Morrison versus Tetsuya Naito, I can't risk you getting involved, so you've got the night off, pal.
So that's it, Naito nearly hits me with a car, and I'm just supposed to move on? I want that middleweight championship that he has. And maybe, instead of sending me home and blaming me for you being put on probation, maybe you should look in the mirror and see what a little bitch Triple H turned you into.
Last week, Triple H was in attendance to witness the chaos that is Metal, and tonight you will see the fallout when the Metalweight Champion Tetsuya Naito goes one-on-one with John Morrison. Last week, Naito spit in the face of Morrison, and Morrison retaliated, jumping off of a high platform backstage to crash down onto Naito. And what about what we heard at the start of the program? Braun Strowman being told to leave by the commissioner. That is after the rampage that Braun went on last week, throwing equipment crates, kicking down doors, all in pursuit of Naito, who nearly hit Braun with a car a few episodes ago. But that's not all. We expect to hear later on a huge announcement for the main event of Ungovernable, Metal's next pay-per-view, and two men who could potentially be in it are going to go one-on-one in our opening contest. It's AJ Styles versus John Moxley. This could headline any pay-per-view in the world, but you're getting it live tonight on Metal. AJ Styles versus John Moxley. Styles leaps over, and a dropkick from AJ. He is a former NLW champion. Moxley, on the other hand, has something to prove after Kurt Angle called him out last week. But look out for Moxley! Tope Suicida wiping out the phenomenal one. Styles taken down, and Moxley is on an unstoppable roll. Looking for a powerbomb here to AJ, but AJ turns it around into a Hurricane Rana counter. And now AJ on the second rope, floats over, and a neck breaker from Styles. And now, where is he going? He's calling for something. Could it be springboard 450, but the knees are up. And now Moxley with the hook of the leg and a kick out from AJ Styles. AJ wants to get back into the title hunt. A victory over Moxley would do that, but Moxley just turns AJ inside out with that clothesline. A super clothesline, taking AJ Styles off his feet. Paradigm shift. Is it coming? But no! Turn around! Into the calf crusher. Is he going to make Moxley tap out? You see it wrenched in, but he gets to the ropes. And now AJ Styles wants to put it away with a Styles Clash. AJ now, but backdrop to the outside and punches his way free. Now springboard, phenomenal forearm, no! Kicked in the guts and a paradigm shift. And AJ Styles falls to John Moxley. Moxley with the victory. Well, Moxley has been occupied with Kurt Angle recently. In fact, last week, Kurt Angle challenged Jon Moxley to a match. And after that victory over AJ Styles, Moxley's looking unstoppable.
What you just saw is one of the best wrestlers in the world today get demolished by the most vicious son of a bitch in the industry. Kurt Angle, I heard what you said last week. Apparently my Christmas gift was living in your head rent-free over the holidays. Because all you could think about was me when you're with your family. I'm getting under your skin. That brings me onto Metal's next pay-per-view, Ungovernable. You want a match against me? You're on. But Kurt, I advise you don't invite your family to ringside. I've got a wife at home. I'm not letting her watch the action because it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to beat you down within an inch of your life. Because if it wasn't personal before, it damn sure is now. Get ready. I'll see you at Ungovernable. Have you seen Finn Balor? He wants to know. Someone's going to beat him and his pathetic Balor Club crew within an inch of their lives.
Well, the first time we saw Nia Jax in action, she decimated Natalya. Now Liza Beth is her opponent and she just gets absolutely crushed. Liza getting crushed by Nia Jax and thrown halfway across the ring and now crushed again. And it's academic for Nia Jax. An unstoppable force running over Liza Beth. The poor woman getting crushed by Nia Jax, and Nia isn't done. Look at this. Throwing Liza to our cameraman. Nia is unsafe, to say the least. And she may very well be in line for a women's title match soon. Look at the destruction she's caused. Who is going to stop Nia Jax?
Hello Sammy, I don't believe we've met just yet. My name is Ethan Carter III, but you already knew that. Now I saw you watching the monitor, Cody Rhodes out there. You took that Intercontinental Championship from him, and I've been very impressed with your title defenses. That one you had against Chris Jericho, that was quite something. Then there was, well maybe it was the time. You're gonna have to help me out here, Sammy. I can't remember any other times that you've defended that championship, because it seems like you don't want to. Dude, I'm happy to defend this championship anytime. Anyone wants to come up to me and challenge me is more than welcome to do so. I'm not booked for a match tonight. Do you want this thing? Do you want it right now? I know your game, Sami Zayn, and I would love to kick your ass in that ring, but unfortunately, my business manager, The Miz, is working on getting another one of his clients. You remember Sean Spears, right? Trying to get him hooked up in the movie industry, and I feel like this is something I should run by him first. But any other day, I may just take that title away. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I just started. I love violence. I love violence. I taste violence. I just begun last week. I goddamn just begun to get to you, Jake the Snake, you piece of trash, you coward. The only thing I love more than violence is seeing the look of fear in the snake's eyes. Don't think I don't see it. Try and step up to me face to face. You started this, Snake, and I've only just begun. I've only just begun. Cody Rhodes. Last week, he came to this ring and tried to call out the Nature Boy, for a match. I can't believe you're still whining about losing the Intercontinental title. Face it, Cody, you are a loser. Yeah, you are. Hangman Adam Page is the future of this industry, and I'm back on the winning horse. Now, I can't speak for Hangman, but as for the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, the 16-time world champion, Ric Flair. Cody Rhodes, next week on Metal, you and me, one-on-one, no disqualification.
And if you've got the guts, why don't you come out here and fight me right now? Woo! Well, asking you shall receive. Here comes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who last week made the challenge, and it looks like Flair's accepted. No disqualification. But we don't even have to wait until the next Metal. It looks as if Cody and Flair are going to fight right now. But wait a minute. Out the corner of my eye, I see him. It's Hangman Adam Page, the protege of Flair, who kicked out Cody Rhodes from the Horsemen. And now Hangman, oh my goodness, going for the buckshot, but Cody turns it into a crossroads on the ramp. This was a setup from Flair, and now Cody goes after Flair, but escapes. This was a setup all along. Ric Flair goading Cody out here, only for Hangman to try the ambush, but it backfired on them big time. And next week we will see it. Flair, Cody, no disqualifications. Where are you, Finn? You can't hide from me forever. Oh, wait a minute. A spin back. Oh my God! Good God! Driving by! With a sledgehammer in the knee of Pete Dunne! Oh my goodness. Somebody's got to check on him. Well, it's hard to focus now after what we just saw. Pete Dunne, he's had his issues with Finn Balor, but Finn Balor taking him out with a sledgehammer in that car, a sledgehammer to the knee. And once we get an update on Dunn, we will give it to you. But for now, let's talk about what's going on next episode. Cody Rhodes going up against Ric Flair. No disqualifications. What's going to happen in that one? I'm sorry, I'm just in a state of shock as to what's happened with Pete Dunne. Anyway, this matchup, it's already been filmed, so I'm going to sound a bit more chipper, but I'm going to try and get some information on Pete Dunne. Meanwhile, here's our huge main event. It's John Morrison versus Tetsuya Naito. Well, you know, with a victory here tonight, John Morrison could be in line for a Metalweight Championship match. But look at Naito, just like he did last week, hitting him in the back and spitting on him. That is what led to the brawl that erupted in the backstage area last week. Morrison comes back with a drop kick and now runs at Naito, but he's going to give him a taste of his own medicine with a Destino pose. Morrison on fire. Can Naito get back into this contest? And you have to believe that Morrison is still feeling the effects of that huge dive he took off of that platform last week, crushing Naito, and crushed him there with a standing shooting star press. And again, look at Naito kicking out the leg, delivering the neck breaker, and now drives a boot into the spine of Morrison. And Naito now, Snapdragon suplex, landing Morrison right on the back of his head. And we expect to hear from the Commissioner tonight as well regarding who will be the next challenger for Tetsuya Naito at our next pay-per-view event, Ungovernable, but Naito's in control. He's got him up. Gloria hooks the inside leg, but Morrison somehow kicks out. After all the punishment he's taken, Morrison somehow kicks out of that, and the Metalweight Champion goes right after Morrison again. Goes for a German with a poison spike Rana. What an incredible reversal from John Morrison. Spiking Tetsuya Naito, and now runs him out of the ring with a clothesline. And here comes Morrison, corkscrew plunger over the top rope, crashing onto Naito. And just like the balcony dive from last week, Naito is down and Morrison regains some control. It is going to be over in a matter of moments if he hits this. Looking for it. Starship Pain. But Naito moves out of the way. But Naito not letting up. Look at this. Destino, no. Went for Destino to put it away. But Morrison was there with a powerbomb. And, oh, wait a minute. He's got the Metalweight Championship. Not going to go for a second shot, but he ducks it. Now the referee distracted by that. And look at that. A low blow while the referee was distracted. He was busy taking the championship out, and now he's checking over Morrison. Look out! What on earth? That's Samoa Joe! The referee didn't see a thing! And neither did Naito! Look out for a roll-up! John Morrison! And Morrison's done it! Morrison has beaten Tetsuya Naito! John Morrison has beaten the Metalweight Champion! Thanks to Samoa Joe, who is suspended! Let me remind you, he has been suspended by the Commissioner, but he showed up here tonight anyway! Well, look at this. The title was brought in while the referee dealt with that. Naito hit a low blow, and while the referee was trying to check over Morrison, in came Samoa Joe from out of nowhere. Security's taking care of him as we speak, and that allowed John Morrison to roll up Naito. Well, Morrison with a huge victory over the Metalweight Champion, but the suspended Samoa Joe is being taken out with handcuffs. And look at Morrison saying, I want that championship now, as Samoa Joe gets carted away. John Morrison is victorious tonight.
Earlier tonight, Braun Strowman said that the new Executive Vice President of No Limits Wrestling, Triple H, had turned me into a little bitch. I feel like I treat people more fairly than I used to. I give people the benefit of the doubt. Triple H told me to keep the chaos under control, said that if I didn't, I'd be gone. Now it's understandable why he might have some bias against me. I orchestrated a hit and run that took Triple H out of No Limits Wrestling in the first place. Do I regret it? Maybe. But if I didn't do it, would I still be here? Who's to say? Now, I'm not one for regrets, and I'm not one to care what other people think of me. What Braun Strowman said about me earlier tonight, though, struck me at my core. He implied I was weak. He implied I wasn't fit for this job, and that's what Triple H implied. Last week was a wake-up call. I have been trying to fight against the chaos on Metal for far too long. Maybe I need to let things play out. I think deep down Triple H knows he won't fire me because it's chaotic around here. That is exactly what the fans tune in for. They want the violence, they want the chaos, and that's exactly what I'm going to give the fans on our next pay-per-view event, Ungovernable. I have lost control, I will admit it. So maybe I should just let 6 of this brand's best go tooth and nail fighting for Tetsuya Naito's Metalweight Championship. So therefore, at Metal's Ungovernable pay-per-view, it will be Tetsuya Naito defending the Metalweight Championship inside the Elimination Chamber.